Good morning, guys. We're not doing a campground review today, but we are going camping in the morning. We're gonna go to Hamburg State Park. They're around Sandersville, Georgia, and we're gonna do a Boston butt while I'm there. I'm gonna smoke it, and got some friends going to help me eat it. So I decided I need something sweet to take, so I was gonna take a cream cheese pound cake, and I'm sitting here letting my ingredients get to room temperature. And as soon as they get to room temperature, and I'm gonna start mixing it all up. I'll kind of guide you through what I'm making. It's got 3 sticks of butter, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 6 eggs, 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, and some good vanilla to go in it. Kind of show you everything there. There's my cream cheese and my butter, and then the eggs, flour, sugar. All right. Also, we're gonna need to put a dash of salt in there. But until we get to room temperature, it's just gonna sit here. And then I'm gonna mix it all up and put it in a pan, put it in the oven. No box stuff here, nothing but scratch. That's the way I was raised. So y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, we're back. Everything's to room temperature. Next thing we're gonna do is, we've already creamed the butter and the cream cheese. I've already mixed it up. Kind of got ahead of the game there. Next thing we want to do is add the sugar, which is 3 cups of sugar. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Now we need to mix this at a high speed for 5 minutes. That gives it that good, consistency. Everything's mixed well together. So I'm going to mix it at a high speed for 5 minutes. Alright, that's been 5 minutes. Now the next thing we need to do is add eggs, one at a time. And I've already got them cracked up here. And so we're gonna turn it on low. Add 1 egg. Let it get mixed in good. This is a sweet, rich pound cake. So if you're worried about your figure, this ain't the one for you. Now this is one of the main things I get asked to bring when I go to an eating of some sort. They ask me if I'll make a pound cake and bring it. probably been baking since I was 11, 12 years old. You know, back then, parents could kind of leave you home. You didn't have to worry about getting in trouble. Mama left me home. I had watched her bake and cook so much. I grabbed down the cookbook and decided I was going to cook something, and I baked my first item, which was egg custard pie. When she come home, of course I had messed the kitchen up, but it was the egg custard pie in the oven, and she was real surprised, and it was actually good. And I've been cooking and baking, smoking, and meat ever since. All right. Now the next thing we need to do is our, there we go. We're gonna add our vanilla. Which is, let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yep, 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. We also need to add a teaspoon of salt. That salt kind of balances out that sweetness. We just throw it there in the flour there. We got our oven preheated to 325. It just went off telling me it was preheated. I'm going to add the flour to the mixture. Yes, add it all at one time. Turn it on slow so the flour won't go everywhere. And we just want to mix it till it's all comes together. You ain't got to beat it to death. Scrape down the sides. Do our paddle attachment. Get all that good batter off of that paddle. Don't want to lose none. Leave it on there. All right. That's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I like to get my spatula again and get it up around the sides and kind of scoop up from the bottom, because with these KitchenAids and that pile attachment, sometimes it doesn't get right there in the center at the bottom. Get all of that off of the spatula. I'm kind of OCD when it comes to getting stuff clean. All right, now we got to spray our pan, and I like to use this baking spray with flour in it. It works better for me other than this plain old vegetable spray. So it won't stick. Now this recipe, as you can see, I've got a decorative bundt pan. This recipe has got so much ingredients in it that it all will not fit. So I usually use a bundt pan for the extra ingredients. And it'll be about an inch or so deep in that bundt pan. We want to fill this up. Try to even it out. It's so thick you can't really just pour it in there. So I use a spoon to make sure I get it kind of even. Like I said, it's gonna rise. If you use a regular pan like I got, bundt pan like I got, then it's gonna be too much. And that's why I use this little loaf pan for the rest. And that way, if I'm taking something to a eating, I can have a little something to eat at home. All right. Kind of shake that out. See, just a little bit in the bottom. Give that a little shake, even it out. And then we shall put them in the oven at 325. Preheated to 325. Shut them up tight. For an hour and 15 minutes. That's what we're gonna cook, the big one. Now the small little loaf pan, we'll probably check it in about 25 minutes and probably take it out. All right, got my timer set for an hour and 15 minutes. And then we'll get a toothpick, check it, make sure it's ready to go. We'll take it out, and then I'm gonna pour something special on it. So stay tuned to that. All right, guys, we're back. We got a couple more minutes on the cake inside the oven. I told you I had a little something extra, and it's just a very simple glaze that I'm gonna put on it. It's a stick of butter, 3/4 cup sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of water. And you just sit here and put it on, you know, medium low heat until it melts. And then we're gonna, once we get the cake out, we're gonna poke holes in it. And I've got this little, it's a little stick, looks like you put suckers on or bake cookies and stick them in for a sucker cookie. Got them, I think it was at Walmart in the bakery section. Well, that's what I'm going to use to poke holes in it. And this thing's finna beep in just a few minutes, and we're going to take the cake out and we'll pour this glaze on it. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to my sound, but we're about to take the cake out of the oven, and I'm not very good at this editing thing, so probably something I did. There we go. That's the finished product right there. Tell you what, that's one good pound cake to eat. We're gonna take the little stick that I showed you earlier, and we're gonna poke holes all in it. But right now we're checking it with the toothpick. Toothpick comes out clean, means it's done. And here we go, we're gonna poke holes all in it. I poked several holes in it so it'll soak up all that glaze that I've made. I know it's sticking to that, but that doesn't mean it's not done. It's done. It does that all the time. Now getting about ready to pour the glaze on there. One last hole or two. Or 3. This glaze just makes it a little extra special. It's good enough without it. I have a lot of requests for when I go to a church gathering or something like that to make this pound cake. And we just pour it all over it, drizzle it on the top, and give it about 5 minutes or so to soak it up good. I don't pour the whole thing on it because that's a lot of glaze, but it's good stuff. As you can see, I leave some in it. Again, sorry about the sound. I don't know what I did when I was shooting the video. Now we're fixing to take it out of the pan. I bought these white gloves. They're just cotton gloves from Harbor Freight. And I also make this little, put tinfoil over. I buy them from Walmart. They're little cake cardboard cutouts. And you really don't have to put the tinfoil on them because they have a smooth coating, on top. It's not like it's just plain cardboard. As you can see, this is what they look like. But I like to put the tinfoil on them just for a little extra. And let's see if I can't turn this upside down without making a mess. And there I'm showing you the gloves, how you can work with them a little good, and they're real good for, keeping the heat off your fingers. So let's give it a try. And the cake come out perfect. That flour spray that I use on it is real good. And there's the end product. You see that glaze down there at the bottom. And then here's the little part in the loaf pan that I made. And gonna get a knife and cut a little taste off of it. Good stuff. It's gonna firm up as it cools off, but it's spongy right now. But I appreciate you tuning in. And again, sorry about the sound problem, but hit that like button and subscribe, and let's see if we can't get this out to other people in YouTube. I do thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you next time. And take a pound cake with you next time you go camping with friends. They'll be surprised that you got a pound cake, and they certainly won't turn it away.